second.
The Taliban never signed on to the Geneva Conventions. It's only it's just pretty much us and our allies, right? And we're not going to fight each other. So, Geneva Conventions, it's a double-edged sword. I'm glad that it's there because it really prevents wartime atrocities.
Right. Well, they can charge them with. Sorry, they can charge the enemy with war crimes then, or do they even do that?
Technically, they could, but better just to kill them in combat. Better just to kill them.
Right.
Yeah. In my opinion, if they're combatants, better to kill them. So.
Well, because I know that we talked about some stuff at dinner about the situations that you were in, like helping the actual helping the actual people of Iraq and
Afghanistan, yeah,
or Afghanistan. I mean, one situation where a little boy got his legs dipped in boiling water. And do you know what he was getting punished for? I mean, tell us about that because nobody else knows what we're talking about.
Well,
I'll have him.
If there's a video actually. I don't know if you're going to include it in your podcast, but at the end of the video, you can see that.
Is that the one?
At the end of the video, you can see that the medics are unloading a child from the helicopter, and apparently, the story that I got was that the child's uncle, as punishment as punishment for whatever that he deemed that the child did wrong, he dipped his legs into a big pot of boiling water, and severe.
That's so sad.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's the most gruesome thing you could imagine.
His legs were pretty messed up.
Yep, and severe burns, and his mother took him to a forward operating base where Americans were located, and pleaded with them for help for her child. And,
poor fella, man. Of course, that's terrible.
They let the they brought the woman and the child onto the base, and they did what they could to treat his wounds, at the forward operating base, at within the limitations that they had with the equipment that they had and the personnel that they had. They did everything they could to help the kid. Wow. But eventually they called a medevac, to get him to a higher level of care, and so we flew out there and picked up the child and got him to the hospital. So.
Did he survive?
Yeah, he did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just it's a different culture there. There's just there's a lot of differences in the culture, and it's hard to explain really, but.
So do you think that was a religious thing?
I don't think so. I think that was just
abusive,
just a degenerate person that was abusive and felt that kid needed to be punished, and that's what the method that he chose to punish the child. I mean,
that's freaking horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not to say that there isn't some idiots here in America that does.
Oh yeah, there's
idiots everywhere.
There's idiots everywhere, but that was one of the things for me. Not just the child, but I mentioned to you, I made a joke, to you yesterday, and not to conjoin a joke with what happened to the child, but me personally. I was as close to being a civilian as you could be, and still being in the Army, right? I was not hut type of guy, right? I was just a normal guy that wanted to be in aviation, And I was able to choose medevac as my mission set when I got out of flight school. And for me, it was a perfect fit, because I wanted to help people. I wanted to, be able to do something for wounded, primarily our soldiers, to make a difference, to help them be able to get home to their families.